Hey, this is Charles from infospike.com, and today I'll be going over a success blueprint for master affiliate profits. This is a free course that you can actually watch and get a lot of information about. And when it comes to money, there's actually a very simple formula, and what it is having an offer, a product or service that is something that can be sold, and then you send traffic to it, and then when you send traffic, you send visitors to that offer, then eventually people will buy if it's actually a good offer. Some offers don't really work so great. So what we want to do is find an offer that converts traffic that is targeted into customers. And so that's a basic formula, but let's talk about some of the issues that people have faced, because when you look into affiliate businesses, online opportunities, what you'll find is that there are a lot of people promoting it, especially on social media. You'll find some TikTok videos and they'll just say, go ahead and create some videos, send it to a link and you'll make money. It's not that simple. And one of the biggest reasons is because this niche that a lot of people are promoting, including myself, the make money online niche, that's the MMO niche. Making money online niche is extremely competitive. And so let's go ahead and talk about some things. And this is just a screenshot of my commission from the first 2 days promoting it. And let's see here. I'll just show you this table here. So first of all, this is an extremely competitive market. But I have to say that even though people are saying dive into this market, you can make money, having a whole bunch of competition makes it seem like it could be saturated. It makes it seem like it's very hard to actually make money from it. You have to change your mindset here, because when something is too easy to get into, there's something called a low barrier to entry. When you have something that is not so competitive, you can actually have a lot more competitors. The people that actually go into that market first, let's say that they're selling some special wooden basket that's made by a certain company. If someone just targets that and it's like a product on an e-commerce shop, they can actually get traffic to it, make sales. But what happens is that because of all this public analytics out there, people can find a lot of the offers that are like that have extremely low competition. Your competition will actually go for that offer because they'll see that it's easy and they'll say, okay, I can go ahead and make some money off of that. And then if you're using the paid advertisement route, then people will start one-upping each other. They'll say, okay, this is low competition. It costs like, let's say 50 cents to get a click. And then somebody goes, oh, I'm going to go into it and beat this person and pay 60 cents instead of 50. So all I'm trying to say here is that when you go into a business for the long term, you want competition. That's where most of the sales are made. And to actually help you out in the future, you want to also create a moat around you. So it's very hard for people to actually, it's pretty much a barrier. You don't want that low barrier to entry. You want to make it hard for people to tap into what you're doing competition-wise. And so we do this by using a variety of strategies that the MAP platform teaches. I'm going to go into something that I've used, and it's very public. I've showed it in even a lot of videos on YouTube. But it's how you can actually get traffic even in a very competitive marketplace. So with a very huge industry, there's going to be competition. But again, you want to pick something that has a higher barrier to entry, whether that be something competitive, but also something that all affiliates cannot promote. If you go into a affiliate network where everyone can promote the same product even though they don't even pay for it, then that actually increases the competition. So next thing is analysis paralysis. A lot of people get a lot of information. I'm giving you information in this YouTube video. Hopefully that you'll be able to learn from it and then take advantage of it. But what happens is that people will say, I need to do more research. And then they'll say, I'm going to build a business. And then what happens is that they buy course after course, or watch video after video, and it becomes just information overload. And that creates a lot of problems, and it gives too much information to analyze. So the whole idea here is, how can you actually streamline your efforts so you know exactly what to do and how to do it, and just focus on that. So you pretty much clear out all the clutter And then the next thing is a niche selection. I have friends where I talk about building a business online, and they'll say, yeah, I just need that special product to promote. I need to find that one product. And again, it goes back to this whole thing about either going into something that has low competition or being a pioneer in the industry. What I'm here to tell you is to actually learn from the wisdom of others in the marketplaces and then try to find out what can you do to emulate what somebody else is doing so you can actually get your share of the pie. Even though something is extremely competitive, let's say that you have this pie of a $5 billion marketplace, whatever that is, and if you just make a very small sliver of that pie, it's still a lot of money. So that's what I'm trying to say, is that you can actually go into the make money online niche and get your little slice of the pie and still make a lot of money. And instead of thinking about what niche should I get into, pick one that has a lot of competition, because that's where the money's at. And you want to find an angle where you could actually get into it that is not much of extremely high competition, because you have your angle, and your angle is actually something special that I'll share in this video at the end. Standing out. This is what I've been going into, how you can actually stand out, how you can actually create your audience using your specific angle, and then build authority. Authority can actually mean many things, but in the make money online niche, I've seen it two ways. That there's people that have been able to show a lot of proof and show that they've done it before and they're able to do it. But in this system, what I want to try to tell you is that you don't need to actually have that social proof. You can actually go in as a raw beginner and start building up using your own journey as a beginner and build up a huge business in this huge marketplace, in this business opportunity, make money online niche. So I understand a lot of people are frustrated. They might have tried ClickBank or some affiliate program before. And I've been there. I started affiliate marketing back in the late 90s. And so I know a lot about how it can be extremely frustrating if you're promoting some offer. Someone tells you that says, oh, this is one of the most awesome offers out there. Go ahead and promote it and you'll make money. That's not the truth for a lot of these offers, especially if that barrier to entry is extremely low. And so how are we going to get to this point of being able to become this person that people will know, like, and trust and buy from you? So the first thing is that you try to clear all the clutter out. And how can you actually use someone else's wisdom, their experience, and leverage that for your own business? And that's why we have some done for you assets here in the map system. There's also a lot of traffic strategies. You could learn how to use SEO. You could have a blog, and you could also learn about other social media traffic strategies. And then we have these high converting offers, and they are high ticket. And what that means is that because the price range is higher, that actually reduces that barrier to entry, but it also allows you to create higher commissions for yourself. So instead of selling, like, let's say a $1 item and you're trying to make $100 a day versus an item that sells and makes you $100 in one sale. This is an example. It's very easy to understand that selling $101 items in a day in the same industry versus trying to sell one item, it's very difficult to sell 100 items in a day, especially if you're getting started. But is it possible for you to sell one item a day, or maybe one item every 2 days, or one item every week? The chances are greater than selling 100 items in the same industry. So the way we do this is by providing high converting offers, high ticket offers, and then a wide variety of offers that people can actually buy, especially if they're not interested in your core offer. Split testing. This is something where it's as simple as something called an A/B split test. You see, okay, I have this approach here and then this approach here. Which one is better? And out of those two, I'll go ahead and pick the best one, and that will be what I'll use to promote. And that will actually increase your chances. A lot of people think, okay, I'll just go ahead and put this one landing page up and hopefully it will do well. But what's interesting is that, let's say that if your conversion rate is 1%, And that's very common, 1% conversion rate. And then you have something that is selling and you get a 3% conversion rate. The difference between 1 and 3 is just 2. However, the difference between 1% and 3% profit-wise is actually 3 times the amount. So again, if you convert at 3% versus 1%, you're multiplying your earnings greatly. So these small tweaks, they are done behind the scenes. They are done by these experts. Whatever you do, whatever you're promoting through this master affiliate profit system has been tweaked, optimized to help you convert strangers into interested prospects, into customers, so you could actually build your business. Next thing is about audience building. You might have seen this on YouTube where people are able to build up their audiences, their subscriber base, and then they could get to, like, let's say 500,000, 100, 1 million subscribers, and then they're making bank. Within MAP, you can build up your own audience, and we do this through your email list. And one thing that's interesting is that these vanity metrics you see on social media, this person gets so many views, this many subscribers, it does not mean that they're making a bunch of money. They can make money from AdSense, YouTube ads, the Google ads on YouTube, and a lot of other social media platforms have these types of display ads. But out of all the different types of offers online, they're actually the ones that earn the least. So keep that in mind. Some people will try to say, okay, just focus on these built-in monetizations. If you learn the concepts in this MAP ecosystem, if you learn about the training, if you learn how to convert customers, especially extremely cold customers, and you know how to actually use certain language, especially copywriting, to help convert customers versus people that have no clue about it, then you have a good chance of, again, getting into a competitive marketplace and start making some sales and building your business. And of course, one of the things about building a business is Google. Google influences not just search engine rankings, they also update Gmail. Gmail is widely used, so that impacts even how people will get access to emails, whether it goes to their inbox, promotions tab, or even going to the spam box. So for me, what I'm doing is to help people out. There's a lot of great information in MAP, but there's also things that I've been doing over the years that have allowed me to get sales in MAP, and I want to share those with you because I still find extreme value in a lot of these types of strategies that a lot of people aren't teaching. I'm pretty much giving you my knowledge from my personal experience. It's not something that I found in a book. It's something that I've learned over the years, things that have made a difference in my business. And that's what I'm sharing across. I have 6 bonuses right now that I'm offering for people that purchase MAP through my affiliate link. And only people that purchase through my specific link will get access to my bonuses. So if you look at all these are what you'll be learning in MAP, especially if you become a member through my link, and I'll be willing to help you out throughout your entire MAP journey. So one thing that I mentioned in the beginning is that I want to share something with you that I put together, and this is not in the article. And what it is called an Ascension model. And it seemed like almost like the end of the video there, but I just remember I wanted to share this information with you. This is something that you might have seen before, and I'm a big fan of Tony Robbins and also Robert Kiyosaki as far as their training material, coaching material, their books. And one of the things that I realized that has allowed them to become extremely authoritative and also build huge multi-million-dollar businesses is this model. And I'm going to share it with you right now before I leave this video. So this is called the Ascension model. And one example of this is, like, let's say Robert Kiyosaki. He had his Rich Dad book. I remember I saw it in a shop that had like overstock, and the book was being sold for like $6 at the time, or $7. And these overstock places, they're extremely discounted. But in any case, the book, if you look through it, you'll have the main content of the book. And then at the end, there's actually other promotions. And then what I realized is that during that time when that book, Rich Dad, became very popular, some of my peers were saying, "Oh, did you play this board game?" And I just thought, board game? I haven't played a board game for decades. I remember Monopoly, the board game back then, but one of my friends, he brought this board game to a party, and we all started playing it, and it was called Cash Flow 101 or something like that. And then I realized that this isn't a cheap board game. It's actually a very premium board game. And then I realized that people that were really interested into Rich Dad and also into that board game, they bought into other things, whether it was other books like Cash Flow Quadrant at the time, CDs, DVDs, and then people that were extremely interested would attend whether it was the free or premium workshops. So there are free Rich Dad workshops, but then those actually upsell other products that have, like, let's say $1,000 items, 4-figure plus items. And then there's events that people attend that are even beyond that. And so what you'll find is that this all started from roughly a $7 item. It could have been $12, $14 when it first came out. But what I'm saying is that from building up this initial interest here, allowing people to consider, and then what you'll see is that this right here, if we look at this infographic, this flow chart, interest, consideration, intent, evaluation, they're thinking about it, and then they make a purchase. That can be said for that $7 book. But the same process can be used when people are actually evaluating the purchase of a multi-thousand-dollar workshop. And so what we're doing here is that we're taking someone who is interested. We go from a very small product, again, like let's say the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book. They purchase, and then you can see how there's a loop here. And this loop here, it can actually kind of increase this whole loop of purchasing over and over again. And then there's also the larger loop, because there are people who actually need to actually learn more and get more information, evaluate it, and go this whole process. But then we can actually, especially at an event, some people might go to a workshop they purchased, and then they're able to go through this loop of purchasing, repeat purchase of higher level items. So hopefully this infographic, it kind of provides you more information. It's not perfect, I know, but all I'm trying to all I'm trying to illustrate is that this Ascension model can take a very low cost item, $7 item, and then go through multiple iterations, multiple purchases that then lead up into super high ticket purchases. And I can say that some of these top coaches, their premium offers go into the tens of thousands of dollars. And I could say that if someone was to actually make a sell on one of those multiple times a year, it kind of reminds me of people that make money from real estate. I know people that are in real estate here in Silicon Valley, and they can actually make a good living if they just sell 1 or 2 houses a month. But if you watch my other videos, you might be wondering, oh, why not just focus on real estate? I'd say check out a book from Robert Kiyosaki called Cash Flow Quadrant, and you'll understand my rationale of building up a global business that you can actually do anywhere, anytime. And then also on my website, I talk a lot about something called time, location, and financial freedom. Those can't be obtained if you're just strapped to a service-based business where you're functioning and doing everything based on other people's time and your location. When I was doing mortgage brokerage stuff, I couldn't really take that business and go to, like, let's say Japan and do that business. Couldn't do it online either. So just keep that in mind. There are some businesses that are extremely local that don't give you that time, location, and financial freedom, while this system does. So if you like this content, make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell, and then also check out my description. I have some links to get more information about this affiliate ecosystem. Thank you for watching.